About 12 degrees.
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
Really?
wind chill is like -9 today.
Wait, does your city say it feels like it feels like
Yeah, wind chill.
12?
Yeah, yeah. It's 12 degrees, but it feels like -9. Yeah,
Means it's cold as balls.
exactly. Exactly.
As always, boy, my bad. Running a little late with my doggy. He decides he has to go pee pee at the last minute, so I had to run out and do that. So my bad. I apologize about that. But this week, Mike and I were just going to talk Jaws. Talk Jaws. Just go with it. And then Mike had a great idea. Another amazing blog written by Dean Newman from the Daily Jaws, actually, and
Our friends at the Daily
oh,
Jaws.
our friends
I
at the
like to
Daily
stress
Jaws.
that. Our
I like
friends at
that.
the Daily
Let
Jaws.
me take myself down here.
So basically, apparently, a couple years ago, they came out with a board game, a Jaws board game. Hey, Donna. Um, and I guess they recently came out with a Jaws Monopoly game. And I was speaking with Ross Williams from the Daily Jaws over the weekend, and I hadn't seen it yet. And he was not very kind with what he thought. So I thought we would kind of touch base on a couple things they pointed out and talk about the Jaws board game. Again, if you, hey, Antonio, if we urge you to go to the Daily Jaws and read Dean's entire article, it's well researched and it's entertaining. And there were, well, James, maybe you can comment on it. There were some positives that they liked about it, but then there was uh, some negatives.
Yeah.
Um, but let's go back in time to 2019 when the Jaws board game came out. I received it as gifts from my brother and my sister in law.
Oh, you got it.
And
Okay. Because wait, because
yeah,
did it arrive in the UK before it arrived in the
I
States?
think so. I think so.
Because when I looked at the blog, I'm like, okay, that blog was written what 2 days ago or a day ago, but then they brought it up again because most people didn't realize it was out there, but they
Hmm.
they did an unboxing of it in 2019. Michael just said that he got it from his sister,
My brother Barry got it for me for my Christmas, I believe,
and
and then my sister in law got me a copy, and then I bought a copy. So I have three copies.
did you play it?
So I finally played it this past Thanksgiving.
Who'd you play it with?
Uh, my brother Barry, and he wanted to play it. He wanted to play because you can be there's four characters. You're the shark, you're Quint, you're Brody, and Hooper. But if there's only two of you, one person is the shark, and then you are the three characters. And he had never played as the shark. He wanted to be the shark. So he was the shark, and I was Brody, Quentin, Hooper. And I will say the first part, it's in two acts like the film. First act is on the island, second act is out at sea. And the first act is incredibly boring and time consuming
Why?
because the object of the game is you have to get uh, there are barrels. You put barrels all over the island, and only Chief Brody can get the barrels. So you have to roll dice, and you have to move here, bring some barrels back, and then you have to put them on certain docks. And then after you've made all your
Complicated.
and then after you made all your moves, and before this, the shark has moved somewhere around the island, and you get an idea of where he might be. And then if you if your barrels are near the shark, then you can hit him with the barrels, and you have to hit him with three barrels before you go out to sea. Very boring, very
That
time
sounds
consuming.
complicated. I don't understand
It
it. What
is.
you said. Yeah, I only
the
understand.
the second act. You're on the Orca, and each character has their own gets to choose weapon cards,
Okay.
and then and how many dice it takes, how many hits, and then the shark moves around again, and then you can say, okay, I think the shark is here, and I'm going to hit it with a harpoon gun, and that's 3 hits. And I think you have to hit the shark 18 times to kill it.
18?
And if you don't, if you miss it, or if the shark is somewhere else, then it can take pieces of the orca away from you.
What?
And it's kind of exciting. He only took 1 piece away from me. I killed him instantly with my.
I have a question.
Yes.
So I got the pictures of the pieces are up there, right there, right?
Yeah.
So
This is from the Monopoly game. Apparently, there is there's a fin, there's a barrel,
the orca,
there's a scuba tank, the orca.
scuba tank, and what's that other one there? The I can't see it. Hold on, I'll pull myself down. You can see it quick.
Okay. Oh, that's Alex's raft.
Alex's raft. Oh,
That's his raft.
cool. That's cool.
And they call it. If you read the article, the Daily Jaws is based in England, and they call it something else, because I was like, Alex's what? But I think that's what, like, they call the elevator a lift, and a truck is a lorry. They call a raft something else.
In England.
And then when they had lamented, like, we should have had like a piece like of Chrissy's arm, or of the estuary victim's leg, but they were impressed with the detail of the tokens. Though they did lament that Dean lamented that instead of a fin, they should have just had like a Bruce's head.
Yeah. Now, who gets to pick what? What if somebody like? What if you're playing like I want the orca? Like, do you have to?
I don't know. I guess you roll for it, or I don't know. It's like everybody wants to be the little dog in regular Monopoly, or the top hat. So
yeah.
But it's Monopoly. I think some of the drawbacks, and again, please go to the Daily Jaws and look for Dean's full article. Drawback was they weren't impressed with the quality of the photographs that are used, and they weren't impressed. There were some quotes that were wrong, some facts that were wrong. To my knowledge, they don't refer to Quint as Sam Quint, like the
wait a minute,
like the 4K did.
Did you see my comment when I mean, you know, when you read something and you're just like, my stomach was hurting me. He goes, no, it's not. It's Rick James Quint. There were so many people, like one person said Larry, and the other guy goes, it's Mo Quint.
It's like Quint's first name and the Shooting Stars. That's like the two biggest ways to start a fight on a Jaws page.
I don't understand when they're like, it's in the book. And I'm like, well, fucking take the book out and highlight it and show it. So nobody's done that yet.
Yeah. In the novel, when Brody looks for someone to kill the shark, he looks it up. It's just Quint. It even mentions it's just Quint. Not,
what was that? Somebody was saying Bartholomew.
Bartholomew Quint. I've heard Peter Quint.
No, they were like making fun of the guy. Like, and I don't think he meant to be a jerk about it, because one girl did bring up, what was it, a wiki? I don't know what it was, but it says Sam Quint. And I'm like, that's why you can't trust the internet, folks. That's why you're going to take about 7 or 8, 9, 10 different types of piece of information, because not everything out there is true.
Well, I think in the 4K, when the 4K release came out last year with the colored booklet, I think they actually, on the page, it says Robert Shaw as Sam Quint. So I don't know who at Universal didn't catch that.
What?
Yes.
Serious? Maybe that's why people are like, well, then that's kind of, I didn't know that. That's something that it's actually Rick James.
Rick James Quint. I'm Rick James Quint.
Bitch. I'm Rick James Quint, bitch.
Let me be the first to go off topic here tonight. I was watching a documentary this weekend on Rick James, and they had a singer. Yes, thank you, Lilo. Thank you. And they had a singer that had lived with Rick James and his wife for 3 months while she was recording an album. And she said when she left, she never knew Rick James's wife's first name because he always called her bitch.
Shut up, really?
He would say,
I
What's
thought
for
you were going to say,
breakfast?
was she the one that
Yeah,
was chained to the chair?
yeah. Oh, that was somebody else. But yeah, he goes, yeah. He'd like come downstairs. Hey, what's for breakfast, bitch? Let's go see a movie, bitch. He
I
never
love it.
called her by her
Only
name.
he can get away with saying that.
That's
Rick
true.
James is like,
Cause
yeah.
he is. Cause he is Rick James, bitch.
Hey, Rick
Yeah.
James. Wait, so who is the singer? Where did you get this information? You read it in an
No,
article?
no, it was in the documentary. They interviewed her.
For real?
Yeah.
That's a good one, Mike. I love that one. I love
And then
everything to do with Rick
yeah,
James. I
they
mean,
interviewed his brother, and he said as soon as he saw the Chappelle thing, he told Rick James, he says, from now on, for good or bad, whenever somebody hears your name, that's the first thing they're going to think of. You say Rick James, they're going to say Rick James, bitch.
then they did it again in 4K. Did they talk about the song "Super Freak"? No, but yeah, probably, maybe.
They did, but then they also said he didn't realize that Hammer had sampled it for "Can't Touch This."
Come on,
He was in L.A. driving around,
he
and he
didn't
heard some
know.
disc jockeys say, "Hell, here we go, number 5 on the charts this week," and they did the intro to Super Freak, and he was like, "What? It's a hit again? I don't understand." And then it was like,
Wait,
"Can't touch this, do 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 do." Yeah,
wait a minute. So obviously, the record company owns his royalties or whatever, and
right. And he got the money
let them
for it. It's like,
they let him sample it without
yeah,
asking him though, so they
right.
can do that, right? They can
Yeah,
do
the
that.
record company leased it, like Vanilla
That's
Ice when he stole
under
um,
pressure.
Under Pressure, and then I think he has a song that's to the tune of "Play That Funky Music" that that he had to
Oh,
pay. He had to pay like $1 million to Wild Cherry. So
didn't he? I mean, obviously, he didn't pay the royalties to Under Pressure. He didn't give them any money. They just came out with it. They never paid him anything.
well, I think they eventually did. He was
Not
saying
the
that
beginning.
Under Pressure goes doon 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 doon
No, he
doon,
did not
and
do the
his
whole.
song goes doon 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 doon
Wait, was
doon
that
doon.
the case they
Yeah,
stated?
yeah,
Oh fuck no! I
yeah,
thought he would
yeah.
be smart enough to go to the company and say, "Listen, we're going to give you part of these royalties because you know that was going to happen." But Robert Van Winkle, aka Vanilla
That's
Ice,
right. That's right. But there's only a certain amount of notes out there. Keith Richards tells the story where he was playing a Rolling Stone song. I can never remember it when I tell this story. A Rolling Stone song to his daughters, an acetate, and their friends, and they started humming along. And he was like, "How do you know that song?" And they go, "Dad, it's Constant Craving by Katie Lang." And then he listened to that, and it was basically the same melody. So that song on the Rolling Stones album is credited to Mick and Keith and Katie Lang.
oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's a good
Oh,
one,
yeah.
Mike. It's a good Michael fact.
Thanks.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love both songs, and I can't not help but sing along to the words. And I know all the words to Ice Ice Baby. I'm sorry, but
I
stop
always,
being late
yeah,
and listen. Ice is back for a brand new edition.
I like both songs, but I don't like the fact that I'll get into, like, I think it's one song and then it's another.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
you
oh
think
yeah,
it's one, and then it comes on the
yeah,
other one.
like do 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 do. You're like, oh yeah, she's a very special girl. Oh, can't touch this. What?
It's like
It's not.
everybody samples everybody's music, and it's so funny because Prince. I love Prince, and I like everything to do with Prince. And on TikTok, this guy that dedicates like his whole TikTok to Prince, and he's got that one clip where they ask, they're like, she says, "You write your music," and he says, "Yes." He goes, and then he goes, his actions were, "Yes, yes, yes. I write my music. I don't sample it."
Good for him.
You know what I mean? Like it's like, and he was talking about Kanye West because Kanye West was going around telling everybody that he was a genius and stealing shit. But
He likes
everybody samples everybody's stuff. But come on, settle down there.
Kanye West likes fish sticks.
Kanye
That's a
West
South.
coming
That's
out
a
of
South. It's a South Park reference.
I know.
Okay.
Come out. Are you in the closet too with the Tom Cruise?
And I want to say, I believe Prince, Weird Al has said that Prince is the only artist he approached to do a parody song. Yeah, he wanted to do a parody of When Doves Cry, that they did not do. He wouldn't give
Weird
him
Al wouldn't
permission.
do it.
Well, Weird Al wanted to do it. Prince wouldn't give him permission to use his music.
Prince was like,
So,
no.
no,
I'm kind of
I
glad
don't
though.
blame him.
I
I
wouldn't
don't
want
blame him.
that. Weird Al though. I mean, I loved Weird Al. Kelly Devlin. What is that? What is that? Is that's got to be the Rick James or something, right? I don't know. Tell us what that is before I go look it up, Kel. I can put it up there. What is it? What was it? Sure hope it ain't a great white, a great a great Whitley. All songs the same, 4 chords. Yeah. Bow
Yep.
now 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 now.
Only there are three if you listen to you too.
Yeah, his excuse for his not knowing Under Pressure song is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Robert Van Winkle. I love that story that Suge Knight, or they tell him that he was hanging by, holding
Upside down, yeah.
by his legs, and he's like, "That boy ain't from the streets. That boy's from the suburbs. That bitch ain't hood. He ain't hood."
Yeah, Robert Townsend used that scene for a scene in 5 Heartbeats. Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I forgot about that movie.
Guy complained about his royalties and he had him hung out the window. Yeah.
Oh shit! Suge Knight scared the crap out of me. I don't know. He scares the crap out of everybody. We scared the crap out of young little Snoop and Dre, and you know that he ain't playing.
Yeah. Harry Potter is playing Weird Al in a biopic. Daniel Radcliffe. Is that true?
Serious? That'd be funny. I remember that movie VH1. I actually like that. I got a
laugh. Oh, UHF, yes.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes. John Hancock's longtime editor edited that. Dennis
O'Connor. Shut up! Really?
Dennis O'Connor. Oh yeah, I love that.
Oh, Antonio says he did 2 Michael. Oh, what was it? I'm fat, I'm bad, which was not politically correct now. That would never come in. And then what was the other one?
Great video.
Eat it. I'm fat. Yeah.
Eat it and fat.
Let's see. A link that has an access of awesome. All 9 songs have the same chords. People just show how they're all the same. We'll have to look that up if we get time at the end to play out it up. I just don't want to get kicked off Facebook again, like that 7 minutes again. Ladies and gentlemen, too, I just have to tell you guys, unfortunately, soon we'll be switching over to YouTube and then just probably putting the episode on Facebook, because notice we didn't come on with any music, any clips, anything. I just didn't want to get shut down. And the reason that is because Facebook, now that they have the privacy taken away when you allow Apple put that through and kind of crushed Facebook's revenue. So now every little lick and cranny they're looking at. So I'd rather give YouTube it than greedy Facebook. So sorry. Yeah. And not just that, but we can play what we want, and we can, start and have music and be fun and stuff. So again, it's really easy to get a Gmail account. All you got to do is go to Google and then just open up a Gmail account, and then you'll be able to have access to go on to YouTube. So please do that in the next 3 weeks, because we will be switching over. I'm sorry to say, but it's going to happen. And then we won't have any of this crap no more. And I apologize.
And if you can't join us live, you can always check the Facebook page or find us on YouTube. So
yeah, we'll just put the link there. And then that way if the link's up there, they can't really go open the link, and then they have to see it. And it's on there. So there's no baloney. Baloney, as Judge Judy would say. That's baloney.
So head on over to the Daily Jaws, read Dean's article. And I was just thinking, sitting here, there was a great, I have it, and it's come out in various versions. The original Jaws game with the Jaws had the rubber band, and you would fill the bottom of the mouth with all kinds of legs and hooks and everything. And then you had a fishing pole, and you had to each pull something out.
Oh, and then 75
game. Yeah, and then eventually the weight would be too little and the jaws would shut. That was a fun game. I got one downstairs. I got an original one downstairs.
Oh, you have to bring it and show us. Bring it next time. That would be awesome.
You can all play it.
That's cool. You have one of them. Is it when you bought it? Was it expensive, or was it? I mean, obviously it's a collector's item now.
Well, 75 was probably $8, which was a lot of money back then. I had to work 4 hours to make $8. 5 hours almost.
That's a good way of thinking it. Yeah. If you're just joining us, Connor, you didn't get the notification that who knows? It probably is under Back in the Day instead of Jaws. Let's Talk Jaws Live. You like the game? You like the game, Nate? The Jaws game, the original, right? The one with
the original or the board game?
I'm guessing you like the original with the fishing rods. We're talking about the board game, Monopoly, and we were just gonna go and show you now. Dean and Ross, who were Dean is the founder of Daily Jaws, and Dean is like his head writer,
Ross,
editor, everything. And Dean actually has a blog on the dailyjaws.com to check it out. But they had in 2019. This is the clip from YouTube that they're opening. Now it's a long video, so I might just kind of skip over to some of the things, but I'll show you some of it. So we're going to play it. And then I have to kind of mute us out, Michael, because I don't want echo in the back.
That's fine. Sure.
If it goes forward, it's because we want to get at least some people in here to see it. Jaws is my favorite. My character is Martin. Who is that? That's got to be... Hi.
Oh, I didn't even bring up my iPad. I'm sorry. I should.
Hello. How are you?
Look and see who that is. Do.
Snapchat. Yeah, like I used to. What was that? A little game, the Operation game. That was. I like that.
Operation was a fun game.
William says, I used to take the shark and the toy to the bathtub. Oh, no, I wouldn't. That'd be cool. I'd probably still do it if I had one of this day. Oh, good Lord. All right, well, let's play this. I'm going to mute us here.
Guys, it's Ross over at the Daily Jaws. I hope you're well. With me is Chief Writer Dean. Hello. Dean is responsible for the blog, so if you guys have been keeping up with the latest content, this is the putting it together. It's great to be with Dean. We're here for a very special reason. We have got one of the first copies to land in the UK of the usual board game from Ravensburger. Ravensburger were very kind enough to give us one of the early copies pre-release, so we can actually get hands on it to play through it and give you guys a feel of what the game is like. Dean, what can you tell us about the game?
Well, basically, it is the film. So for the first half of the game, we're playing on Amity Island, and then the second half of the game, flip it over, and you're at sea on the Orca. So obviously you get to play as Hooper, Quinn, or Brody. Also, someone gets to play as the Shark.
Sounds great.
Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to dive into the unboxing and we'll play through shortly. Okay, so let's unbox the game, see what we find. Oh wow, okay, so that's beautifully presented. So by the looks of things, you get a really nicely designed Jaws booklet that explains the rules of the game. Got a picture of sort of Amity Island there, and the various cards and bits and pieces you can find.
All right, well,
this is on the Orca. Yeah, so when it says you play on the Orca, it looks like you actually play on the Orca itself. So these cards and these little inlays, I don't know if you can see that, but you will build a picture of the Orca as you go. And it's very detailed on here as well, so it looks like...
Can't see any picket
not sure
fences
if
on those fences.
Hoopers playing
So on the
cards or
island,
not.
so I guess they've been knocked down already.
Yeah, this is incredible attention to detail. This is the first thing that's really striking
And
me
then on
when
the
you take
flip
it out of the
side,
box.
so that's Act 1,
Quality and
Act
feel
1
of it is
here,
amazing.
and
The
Act
attention to
2.
detail is incredible. It's like you've got floating chum buckets. You've got Hoopers playing cards.
Yeah. So
You've got, I think, what might be Quinn's shape, possibly, and a few other little bits and pieces that only sort of the dedicated Jaws fans are really going to pick up.
Build a picture
Love it so far. This is
the Orca
amazing.
as you go. And it's very detailed on
Back
there
to
as
one
well.
side.
So it looks like
And as the game states, it's a game of sort of suspense,
playing
terror, and
cards
strategy.
or not.
And I'm guessing that these are some of the parts
Again,
that
this is
we're going
incredible
to sort of
attention
learn a little
to
bit
detail.
more
It's the
about when
first
we
thing
actually
that
get
really
to start
strikes me
playing the game.
when you take it out
But
of the
just
box. I mean,
to take a closer
quality
look,
and the feel of it
you've
is
got
amazing. The
people
attention
on
to detail is
lilos,
incredible. It's like
you've got people in rubber rings, you've got what we presume to be Alex Kintner here. Amazing sort of potential victims for shark attacks.
But loving this so far. This is amazing.
So we'll put that to one side.
Each is closed side, so it looks like there's quite a lot of stuff that they're bringing in from the film. And then here, by the looks of things, this looks like it's part of Act 2, and the cards actually form a picture of the Orca.
All right, Mike. I wanted to go forward a little bit here. They're going to show the pieces I had muted you. It's going to be echo in the back because we have it open. That's what happens.
Okay, it sounds like there's two different conversations. Like what I can hear. It sounds like they're overlapping. Like somebody's talking about one thing and someone's talking about the other. So
Yeah,
that's why I posted that. So okay.
If I mute my mic completely, the sound won't come on.
Oh, okay.
So when you pull up a YouTube channel, both microphones on our end have to be shut off and then rebooted again, and then that how that takes. So
yeah, okay.
There was a little bit of feedback there. Sorry, somebody
That's
said
okay.
something about somebody called me Kanye. Mute your mic. I don't know who that was, but thanks, buddy, for that. I love that. I knew that someone was going to make a joke about that. Can't get away with anything. Can't win them all, kid. But yeah, see how I see the video is long here, but I like how they break it down. So if you want to see the whole entire thing, please go to unboxingthevideo@jawsboard.com. Now you can go to YouTube and you just put in the Daily Jaws, and then you'll see unboxing, search unboxing, and then you can see it. But I just want to fast forward here a little bit more, and then what else we got? Yeah. So, I mean, like you just said, well, all the pieces and everything are there. I think it's really cool.
It's a lot of detail. They were talking about how well detailed it was, and it is. I mean, it's two sides. One side is the island, very nice. The other side is like an overhead shot of the orca. With so where here's the chum bucket, here's this, here's the scuba tanks. So when you can put your weapons where you want them and put them in different parts of the boat. So, like I said, I have not, I do not have the Monopoly game yet, but apparently this game is, at least in attention to detail and quality, is a little superior to the Monopoly game. So we will see.
From what I heard you when you were telling me the game, I was just kind of like, huh? I did not get it. I was like, what?
Hey, Victor.
Michael, you sent me some photographs, so I'm just going to pull up maybe a little closer. But Victor, hi, Victor. You're here. Nice to see you. Anybody else make a comment about it, Mike? Well, I'm looking for the other pictures of the
let's see.
The board game.
Victor says, hi. Chase says, hey to everybody.
I know I did that. I wanted to see if it worked. They should have included Viola fake blood to add to realism. Well, Mike said that they should have thrown the leg in there. I'm like,
yeah, there you go. There's a leg. I'll be the leg.
Do you like this little setup here? I want to make sure it goes in the center. I'm gonna bring you down, Mike. I'm gonna bring you down. Sorry. Let me see. Then we'll just bring each other up, and then here we go. Then that way we can see it in the big screen there. Here we go. That's a little better. Yeah.
I think one of the complaints that they had was the photo quality is very dark. They have photos that don't really match the scene. I think they complained that one photo that was supposed to depict Mike Brody was a shot of the cardboard fin. So, it's one of those things where they don't have the time to. They have the time, obviously, because the movie's been out for 47 years. But no quality control. Nobody looked over it. That's just, I don't know.
I'm listening, Michael. Sorry.
That's cash grab. That's cash grab.
We are sick. We have a fucking twisted sense of humor. Yeah, I was telling everybody before, like, when I cut Michael off, and I'm always saying, Mike, I did not mean to. I just get excited, and he goes, "Oh, I know. If you're being malicious, believe me, I'd let you know, right?" But then I missed a few fucking funny shit Michael says, and I'll go back in, and I'll put it, and I'll be watching it, and I'm laughing my ass off, and I'm like,
the show that entertains every time.
I love it. William Miller, you guys are sick. That's what he goes, and that's why I love you. We're all sickies. We're all sickies, William, right? All us Jaws fans. We all have the same twisted humor. Some of us. Some of us get upset over Sam Quint shooting stars.
Or common crackers.
It's I know common crackers. We actually got someone said it was a bullying statement. Now I think Facebook is racist because they picked up crackers. So
that's right.
Okay. I swear to God, then I put it up on the Jaws thing, and I was talking to Nate Jones, and it was Nate Jones, and I sent him to it, and he's like, "Oh, crackers? Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah," but I'm getting all paranoid, and I'm like, "Somebody's ratting us out. Somebody's ratting us out, right?" And then
the word crackers.
Yeah, he says no. They do that to everything. They go, but if you get one more strike, we're going to end your page. And I'm like, mother effers. I took a screenshot of it. I'm like, it has nothing to do with bullying. I'm like. Never if I open up the screen and then our site's gone. And then I have to go right to Facebook and blah, 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 and all that bullshit, And it's like, that's why I want to go on YouTube. I don't want to deal with this. I've had too much problems with them, So
I guess we can't refer to it as a great white shark anymore either.
Exactly.
It's a good shark. It's a nice shark.
A gregarious.
That's right.
Like Fire Marshal Bill. Bloodthirsty maniacs. You guys are sick.
Oh, speaking of funny, see if I can show you this. Jeff Kramer texted me this photo today.
I'd love to get a text from Jeff Kramer. That's awesome. Nate says the game is very detailed, but that makes the following directions a bit rough at times. I know. I'm so ADD. I'd be like, I don't know. I can't play this.
I don't know if you can see this, everybody out there. It's a still from the movie from Clue, and it's Jeff. Spoiler alert: Jeff dies in Clue. But they put was it? I think making people able to read.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. But it says, but it's everybody looking at him and saying, "Wasn't he in Jaws?" So. Good old Clue. Well, that was talking about a money grab.
Every Jaws fan out there, officially, it is Rick James Quint.
I'm Rick James Quint.
I gotta tell that guy that on the Jaws. I don't know what Jaws site it is, but I gotta tell him I mentioned him. I wish I could put his name in because he had me laughing my ass off. Oh man. Victor says, wait, no, Connor said we're all set through Jaws 4, so definitely something wrong with us. Oh, look at Taimala. Am I pronouncing that right?
Malana?
Hi, nice to see you. Nice to come on.
Welcome.
You have to see Clue. Clue is a good one. I love Tim Curry. Gotta love him.
Did you see all? Did you see all three with all three different endings?
No, I didn't even know they had.
They did that. That's how they thought Paramount would make money. They released. The theater I worked at, we played Clue, but we had it A, B, or C. So whichever one you went to, that's who the murderer was. And I think the idea was like, oh wow, let me go see it again and see who the murderer is.
Oh.
But nobody did.
No,
they were satisfied with who their murderer was.
So they were thinking they were going to be like a Jaws 2 or something, but nobody cared.
Yeah, that's right. It was a Zuck.
After Jaws 2. Actually, you know what? I like them all. Except for something to do with that rhymes with my Nana.
Your Nana goat?
No.
Yes. Your Nana goat.
Yeah, Nana goat. This is no boating accident. It wasn't any coral reef, and it wasn't Jack the Ripper. It was a Zuck. Yeah, David Zuckerberg.
It was a Zuck.
I love it. Funny. I have a ridiculously embarrassing Jaws 4 story. Remind me, and I'll make a TikTok about it. I didn't even know you were on TikTok. You got to send me your link. I want to see.
Yes. And give us permission to share it. We can run it here.
Yeah, dude. I love TikTok. Oh my God. Michael Spax. You got it, buddy. I made this earlier. Isn't that cool? I recorded, you remember the interview they had that Dreyfus says he hates to watch it, is the one when he's putting down the movie and he's talking about it. And then And he's like, he's a victim. I was his victim. And I played that. I couldn't stop laughing. You know, laughing at my own joke. Maybe one or two people like it. They were like, okay, that's not what that's going to do. You big loud mouth. You big loud mouth. Nobody likes you, you big loud mouth.
Yeah, big loud mouth.
He's loud and obnoxious.
You bounce an ashtray off your face.
Yeah, she just talks over everybody. She don't care. It's all about her. Hey, to those people that think that, I got something for you. Let me turn it up.
The one-fingered salute.
Congratulations, listen, Kansas City Chiefs beating my beloved Steelers.
No, your Steelers. Connie, your Steelers are being led by a rapist. They cannot win as long as he continues to rape people.
Facebook's going to shut it down. They heard the RAP word.
Yes,
no.
hopefully next year when you get a good quarterback that doesn't assault women, you guys will have a better season. I was happy to send Ben Roethlisberger home crying, or Rapistberger as we refer to him here.
We're going to get shut down. See that what you said? They're going to pick up on it. But I agree with you 100%. We don't care. We're ruthless. Like William said.
That's right. That's right.
There it is. Smokey McTrees.
Wasn't that
Smokey McTrees? I love it.
Isn't that from Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh,
when the guy comes in with all the pizza, he goes, I got 15 pizzas for, I don't think it's Smokey McTrees, but yes, Smokey Mc something or other. That's a good name, though. That's an awesome name. I don't know.
I'm looking it up right now, and I'm going to see because I freaking love TikTok. It's like my new favorite thing. Oh, my God, yes, I have. I have seen you, and we do that. And that's funny. Oh, you're a freaking riot. Guard my body. I remember seeing this. Yes. You're funny. Yes, I'm sorry. I love this one here. The shark from Jaws is a cousin from the city.
I'm telling you right now, my cousin was one of the greatest sharks that ever lived. You know, he might have killed that bitch. He might have killed that little boy. That ugly-ass little boy.
Ugly.
What you grew up to do? On a bar or some shit? Anyway, he getting a bad rap, and I'm sick of it. I knew he was all tough and shit, like, Bruce can't do this, Bruce can't do that. Well, I'm telling you right now, my cousin was one of the greatest sharks that ever lived.
I remember seeing that. William, I'm sorry. I didn't put two and two together. I was laughing at it.
I hope Voorhees isn't watching tonight. An ugly little boy.
Oh
I have issues.
That was freaking funny. Oh, no, thank you. That was a freaking riot. You don't have issues. We all have issues. I think it's funny as hell. It is funny as hell. I love this. I love how Antonio goes, what's your favorite Backstreet Boys album?
Let's see. I don't own any of them, so I'm going to say none of them.
I like everybody.
Only song I like is I Want It That Way. That's a good song.
Oh, yeah, that's a good song. Yeah. Jay, what's your TikTok handle? I got two of them, and I'm mad because I want my other one back. It's I think it's my real name. I think I made a second one because I couldn't get it to the first one. Are you on there too, Kelly?
Did you know that?
I believe it's Janine's. Wait, no, I don't even know. What is it? Oh, here it is. 71. They picked it for me. Oh, here I am, right here. Oh, you can't see me. There I am. There I am as Lupus. I put the Lupus thing up there. But I have the music in the background, Mike. Remember the music?
Oh, dun 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 dun. Excuse me a moment. I have to take a eye drop. I'll be right back. If you want to turn me off for a second.
What's yours, Kelly? Send me it. Oh, wait, that's a good song. Quit playing games with my heart. That's a good song. Let's see. Where's Donna? Is she hiding? I haven't heard from her in a while. I found clips. Did you guys get to watch them? If you didn't, they were on the Let's Talk Jaws Live. Back in 2012, when I didn't know anybody. Now I know everybody, and a lot of them were there. We were walking down the streets and we went to this art gallery, and a girl came outside and saw my shirt and said, "Are you here at Jaws Fest?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Would you like to be interviewed?" And I was like, "Yeah." So it was me and my boyfriend at the time. I'm still with my boyfriend. We're just not engaged, in case anybody wants to know. I was like, I look at that now and I'm like, well, we're not really engaged, but I still have the ring, but whatever. That's another story.
Kept the ring. It's all that matters.
But if you watch it, it shows the shark in the park. I believe, I don't know if I looked at I think I scrolled through a couple things, but if you're in that, let me know if you are, if I missed you. But then I put the other one on there that has Lee Fierro and the panel up there. I think, what is it? Greg Skamal's up there too. A bunch of people, which is great. So look at those. They're really cool. Kelly, you have to send me it. I love how Antonio used to feel like me. Wait, I see a buffalo. Backstreet Boys came out of nowhere. I love it.
Backstreet's back.
Did you guys just see that Pinto drive away down the street? You like me? Huh? What?
What? Squirrel.
Hi.
Octopus.
What is that?
Octopus. Hey, what's up, everybody?
Octopussy. And everyone kept on making you do that Sean Connery voice. Octopussy.
Yes. I love Sean Connery. There was a great late 80s Oscars with Billy Crystal. He was reading the audience's mind, and he was reading Sean Connery's mind. And he was like, "Pussy galore. Oh, now I get it. That's vulgar."
Oh, good Lord. When I was younger and I saw those movies, I was always like, in my mind, I'm thinking something's not right with the name of that. Pussy galore. Like, I was like,
Yeah, Pussy Galore. Moonraker was Dr. Goodhead. It's like, yes, it's like nobody screened these books before they went out. What, really? Her name is Goodhead?
Ian Fleming wrote these books, and that was actually in there, Dr. Goodhead.
Yeah, Dr. Goodhead.
I'm sorry. I don't know. My sister's all about James Bond, knows everything. I'm not really educated, but you seem like you are. But okay, so wait. So we got Pussy Galore. That's what Mike Myers did. He did all that,
Yeah.
Took a lot from that. But then what else was there? Dr. Goodhead.
Pussy Galore, Dr. Goodhead, Plenty O'Toole. And I can't think of which movie it is, but he's James Bond's with the woman, and she goes, he kisses her, and she goes, "I'm sorry, my mouth is too small." He goes, "It's big enough for me." I was like, really? Okay, good for you. So yeah.
I want to find that clip now and play it.
It's in one of the trailers. I don't know if it's Diamonds Are Forever or Thunderball, which one it is, but it's in the trailer. So yeah.
Oh shit! I'm dying over here. Roger Moore is better than Connery. Seriously?
What?
I couldn't stand Roger
What?
Moore. I don't know why, Victor. I'm going to have to disagree with you because you know why? Because you know what it is? I think it's because we were Generation X, and when they came out with it, Roger Moore wasn't. Because I remember going to see Moonraker, and that's the first James Bond movie I saw as a young girl. And remember Jaws? Because remember I told you that.
Right, Jaws.
Yeah, I'm the Jaws, the guy, whatever, with the Jaws teeth. But I thought it was cool. But I never, looking back now, I'd have to say that Sean Connery and then Daniel Craig. I mean,
Daniel Craig is a great one. Timothy Dalton and Daniel Craig are closest to the way the character is written. They're closest to the novel. Connery was very suave. Roger Moore, they added too much humor to it. He was good, but they just added too much humor in it. James said for Jaws 5, we can have Bruce. The laser beam on his freaking head. That's right.
Jaws 4. Laser beam.
Laser beams.
Like laser cats from when what's his name did that short, Steven Spielberg, remember?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? He reminded me, he looks like Andy Samberg looks like a young Spielberg. If you put their picture up close, young Spielberg looks just like him. Jaws 5.
There's a great, I don't know if you can bring it up or if you've ever seen it. There's a great trailer. I think
but we talked about this
Universal may have
times already.
even done it. It's like all the Jaws is up to Jaws 23. And it's like Jaws 6. He goes to
played that. We
space.
played that.
Yeah, did we
before.
play that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Times, and every time we laugh because
Yeah.
we just have to watch it.
Jaws.
What was the one where
Jaws
50 Shades?
Jaws 8. Yeah, Jaws 8. He falls in love. Jaws like what? Like, okay.
What was the funniest one though that me and you laughed the most about? I think it was just like I forget. I don't know. I'm afraid to pull the clip because I'm afraid that it's going to cut everybody off because they will do it. Donna was working during Jaws Fest, and I never got to know her until afterwards, which is so sad because you guys were. Because when I remember coming to the Whaling Church, you guys were all outside, and there was tables to sign in and all that. And then they had the Whaling the church open for the exhibit. And if you notice in my interview, Nick Mara, if you're ever watching this, I was talking to Paul McGee, and he did the artist work. And I said that I talked to the artist of the sculpture. That wasn't it. I thought that he was saying that he was he did that work. So if you watch it, you'll be like, "What are you talking about, Jay?" I don't know if Nick was there, Michael, at all, but I want to like go back to it. I didn't see or know what it was about, and when I saw it, I thought it was Paul McGee because he told me, "Oh, I'm the artist," but I think he was pointing at his picture of the barrel, which I bought, whatever. But so if you see that, you're going to go, huh? What? So was Nick Mara there? Because Greg Nicotero was there.
Nicotero was there. I didn't see Nick there. He may have been, but I was running around. And Donna knew you were there because we had dinner at her house, and she said to me, "If you see Jay Smith, don't tell her you know me." I was like, "What? I can't believe you said that."
He's a loud mouth.
No, she didn't say that, but I did have dinner at her house. Delicious chowder. Chowder.
Yeah, Donna's awesome. Donna was willing to let me and my boyfriend bring an RV because we wanted to go to the vineyard really bad and let go in the back of her house and stay at her house. Oh, I think that's great. Donna's a great person. She really is. She's got a good heart. What's your favorite? Okay, we already said that already. Missing the thing here. Jaws 5, Zuckerberg.
Yes, I like that.
Oh my God! Wait a minute.
I'll spit him out.
Wait a minute. Connor Cheney said that his sister married Sean Connery's son, Jason, last year. Are you serious, Connor? I just missed that. Shut up. I just missed that comment because I scrolled down a little too far.
And how was the wedding? And why didn't you tell us? Was Sean there? Was that before he passed, or was he too ill to attend? Oh, that just made you the coolest person I know, Connor.
Yeah, that's cool. Because last year, he passed away, but I don't remember when though. I don't remember what day it was or whatever, but it was sad. There you go, Antonio. Hit him out of the park with this one. The Exorcist is going to be 50 next year. Yeah, hey, we're coming up.
Bad News Bears.
Yep. Oh, I love that.
A real movie, a good movie.
I love that movie. Oh, let's see. On what was it saying? It's in
Xena on the top. That's right. I was trying to remember her first name.
Yes. Yeah. Good one. Wow. Hey guys, I don't know who you are, but who is that? That's going to be Sonia, maybe. William Mary, though. We love you. Whatever you're talking about, please share with the class.
Let's see if I can see.
That's
Matt. That's Matt. Hi guys.
Oh, Matt! Holy Moses.
Good movie.
Here he goes. Here's Connor. Okay, here we go. Could we see the whole thing? I can't. It puts up after he passed. I'm afraid, but the wedding was small due to COVID, but they're planning a proper celebration in April of 2013. Wow. Thanks for sharing that. That's amazing.
Going to Ireland. I'll be your +1. I like Jason Connery. Was he Robin Hood? He was in something he was really good in.
Oh, really?
He's in a series. Yeah, BBC series, I think. Yeah.
Wait, Godfather is 50 years old again too? Everything's turning 50.
Yeah, 50 this year, yeah.
50. And then we got Jaws coming up on 50 soon too. Jesus H Christ.
We're old.
Let's see. Didn't a 3-movie deal for The Exorcist go through? I think it did. There was an Exorcist 3, wasn't there? I believe
There was
so.
The Exorcist, and then there was Exorcist 2, The Heretic. And here's a Michael's fact, because a lot of people don't know this. It opened on a Friday. It did so badly that Thursday night, early Friday morning, the studio shipped a new edited version to theaters. And then we had to give back the original version. It still wasn't very good. Then there's Exorcist 3, The Heretic, which is good, which William Peter Blatty did.
That was boring. I found it boring.
That was good.
Yeah.
And then there's one with Stellan Skarsgård as a early Father Merrick, I think. I can't remember the name of that one, but yeah, they had
Wait, because you were working at the movie theater, so you were running the film. So they oh wow, yeah. If I didn't know that, Michael used to work at the movie theater along with Matt, right? Too.
Matt and Keith. Matt? Keith is a movie old.
I didn't know that Keith did that too.
He's got movie theater popcorn butter in his blood.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Connor said funny. Yeah, you were right, Mike. Look at you. Good. Yeah. He was Robin Hood with the long blonde hair. Wow.
Yes. And his dad and Sean Connery was the old Robin Hood in Robin and Marion with Robert Shaw.
I love that.
How's that? That's a nice little connection.
I know. 6 degrees. What? Exorcist, #1 movie of all time?
Godfather. I probably think it's Godfather. Exorcist is the scariest movie of all time.
Yeah. Exorcist 3 was good. Thought it was very underrated. I'm referring to a recent deal for 3 new movies.
Oh, I have not heard that.
I haven't either.
But what would you do? I guess remake the first one? That would be horrible.
There's 5.
5 Exorcist movies, yes.
Oh, Jesus, really? Wow. There are 2 versions of The Exorcist 4. Well, you guys know your Exorcist. Paul Schrader and the other one by Rennie Harlan, really?
Rennie Harlan, yeah.
Rennie Harlan. I love it. I love it when Rennie Harlan is interviewed and then he said he didn't give away any spoilers, but he said I had one actor say, "Why don't I shouldn't die in this scene because I should be out going through the whole movie." And that's of course Deep Blue Sea, and we know of course that famous Sam Jackson Spiel speech that he gives. And then I love it because Michael, who is funny as hell, Michael Rappaport says, "Oh my God, he ate him! He ate him!" I like Deep Blue Sea, to be honest with you. I really like Deep Blue Sea.
It was good.
Yeah, and then the older you get, the better you can appreciate it because I like how the shark just pushes the guy right to the front. There's a bunch of really good. And then the shark comes up when she's injecting him with other things. Mm-hmm. I think that's probably my second. I mean, we really don't ever compare anything with Jaws, but I think Deep Blue Sea, is probably good of a shark movie, compared to all the other shit bombs of other shit movie Meg. That movie Meg.
Now someone said they were making somebody posted. Are they getting ready to film Meg 2 in the trench? And I was like, I hope not.
You know what? On one of the Jaws sites, there was somebody that put something up, and I never thought about it, and I never wanted to happen because I love Robert Shaw, and I love him. I love him. I'm obsessed. But imagine if they ever did it, and then somebody put Rick from The Walking Dead, who is oh good Lord, why can't I think of his name? But also,
is he the lead guy, the sheriff guy? Andrew Lincoln.
Yeah. And they put him up with the beard and they put him next to Quentin. I'm like thinking, wow, if they ever did it, because everybody was thinking, well, who could do it? Nobody could do it. I couldn't think of anybody else could do it besides Ian Shaw,
Yeah.
Of course, Ian Shaw, that would be my #1 pick before, Andrew Lincoln. But I just thought that it was funny because I never even would think about it unless it was Ian Shaw. Then I'd be like, okay, I don't know. And then we can get all their sons together, But Richard Dreyfuss' son is a writer, not an actor.
Yeah, it's too bad because Christian Scheider's an actor, so they could have just had all the kids. That's what
I'm saying, yeah, that'd be great. How great would that be? And then it would be Shaw, Scheider, Dreyfuss. Yeah, that would be amazing. Could you believe it? They all have sons like in the same kind of like age group, right?
Yeah.
Wow, they're all amazing. Wait a minute. Okay, let's see. I thought that I'm going ahead of myself here.
No.
I'm sorry, I just went ahead of myself there. Loudmouth that I am. Let's see. There were two. Okay, we've seen that one. Michael Spax. He was run over by a car in Rome. Who was that? Who was run over by a car?
Oh, William Peter Blatty, maybe? We were talking Exorcist curse.
Oh. Why is it an exorcist curse?
Supposedly.
Like the poltergeist curse?
Yeah. Well, Poltergeist is a little more centralized. Exorcist, I still got somewhere they used to hand out tracks outside the theater, like Ellen Burstyn's 98-year-old mother died after she made The Exorcist. Well, she was 98 years old. She's probably going to die.
Nurse Ratched. I hope that. Oh, Dr. Rennie.
Rennie Harlan was hit by a car.
Director Rennie
Yes.
Harlan. Yeah. Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
He was run over by a car. He's dead.
Was Gina Davis driving it?
Oh, that's wrong, Michael. That's
It's a question. It's a question. Their marriage didn't end well. Maybe she was driving. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but that movie was fucking bomb. I love that movie with her and Sam Jackson in it. I forget the name of it, but it was good. I thought The Shallows was one. Oh, The Shallows. Let's go back to Shallows. Except for when at the end when the ridiculous death of the shark on the buoy.
Yeah.
About that ruined it. If they would have left that part out, I hope the UK play comes to North America. Yeah, I know.
Me too.
Deep Blue Sea was a good thrill ride. The ending was meh, but overall it was a good watch. Here's Antonio with another Antonio fact. Here we go. The Super Bowl's coming.
It is. Chiefs, baby.
He does. He looks amazing, just like his father. And then all the reviews of the plays are amazing. He broke his leg. A Long Kiss Goodnight. Thanks, Cal. Yeah, I love that movie. That was a great movie. I thought that was good. Maybe because the chicks liked it because it was an action hero.
In that movie, there is a scene where they're talking about how to cause confusion in America. And somebody suggests, well, what if we fly planes into the World Trade Center?
What?
Yeah. Years before 9/11. Yeah, true story. Wouldn't make
for real. Oh my!
I don't make fun of 9/11.
I wouldn't think you would, but I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Where is that set again? In what movie?
In The Long Goodbye, or The Long Kiss Goodbye.
That is Michael's fact, like a really intense one, like an eerie one. Wow.
I want to say a week or two after 9/11, the White House called Shane Black and trying to think of some other writers and had them. What other scenarios? What could you think? What do you think the terrorists could do next? What would you come up with, just to kind of get an idea of what could possibly happen?
Me? I think that they could get on a plane and do it again, believe it or not.
Well, that's why when I see these videos of people on the plane and they're yelling and they don't want to put a mask on and they're being disruptive, and the captain keeps going, "They'll have to put a mask on. I'm going to have to ask you to leave." You know what? And I told Juanita that when we traveled in September, because I was worried that was going to happen. I would stand up and I would say, "Sir or madam, after 9/11, I'm going to consider anybody that is disrupting a plane a terrorist, and I am going to beat you unconscious." And hopefully they would just stop.
Yeah. Well, we love guys like you. It's like, and it's like I really don't. I know it sucks. I hate to wear a mask, and I hate to even see people. And sometimes I don't I know people have to eat, and I'm not gonna go run over there. But I've seen other flight attendants, and I feel like saying, "Settle down, don't go too crazy." They gotta open up their mask to eat.
Yeah.
Here, put your mask on. He's like, as she's walking away, I'm trying to eat, and they don't know I'm a flight attendant. I go undercover, But it is like that now, and they're not fooling around because of all this. No. In my point of view, this is only my opinion, okay? But I believe that the FAA is cracking down and giving now severe federal jail time now. Before, I
Good.
think there was so many incidents reported, but no one took it seriously until it just got out of hand.
Just takes
And
one or two. Just takes one
yeah,
or two to.
I've never had any situation where it's escalated as far as that. I don't know what it was. I think as many years going through college, being a bartender, and how to handle somebody that gets upset, like snaps,
Mhm.
and then you know how it goes, but sometimes you never know. You could have in like situations where somebody has had a mental breakdown or has schizophrenia or something, and that's happened when the people that opened up the doors. 3 incidents in the last year.
Oh wow.
I'm reading this from the news, not from me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, and 3 out of them have been, they had to stop taking their medication, and they, didn't mean to, but tried to, and you can't do it anyway because there's a seal on it. So there's nothing you can do. It's not like you can open up the door, but people, rush to them, and it's just, it's crazy because now you wouldn't believe it or not, but I think that like every other flight they have an air marshal on nobody knows about because it's gotten
Good.
so crazy.
Good.
Because that fight that I saw on TikTok that the guy was punched the flight attendant in the face. And then air marshal came right over. Nobody knew. Usually they give the credentials to the flight attendant. So I heard, I don't know. I'm not a flight attendant anymore, but what I was, when I worked for Gumby Airlines.
Gumby Airlines.
Yeah,
Fly Gumby. Fly Gumby, damn it.
Kind of reminds me of the new Ghostbusters. Which one? What movie? Which one were you talking about? What? Oh, my favorite Charles ripoff was The Reef. The Reef. Victor said that too. The Reef was really, 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 really good. Really good. Yeah, The Reef. And then they had like The Reef. What was it, like the second one and the third one? Josh Duhamel's in it. The third one where they can't get back in the boat. Oh my God, that was good. That bothered me, that movie. Oh my God. I worry for my cousin, the flight attendants. It's okay. I swear it's just so crazy nowadays. Anywhere you go, people are just losing it, they're losing it. And masks a mask. I know it sucks to wear them, but you have to, unfortunately. And then I wear my mask because I'm so used to wearing it like other places, and then I'm like, oh, everybody's not wearing them, I just have it on. But that's another story. We won't go there. I'd love to see, Great White was so bad. Yeah, Michael was the one that first actually got to see the viewing of that. And then Victor won the prize of the Great White, right?
Yes, you did.
So when you saw it, on a scale from 1 to 10, Mike, what'd you think of the Great White movie?
Oh, it blew. Horrible. Horrible. I got
Jack and Jill, you gave it up.
I got it free, and I wanted my money back. Yes.
That's why he was giving it away. Victor's like, that's why he's giving it away.
It's like, is it South Park where the kids hate the new Star Wars and they all go to George Lucas's house and want their $5 back? That's what I wanted to do.
I love that. I remember going to seeing it and like, Lucas selfie, and then you're like, this sucks. Like, it didn't get good until the Sith, until Anakin becomes Vader,
Yeah.
and then he comes up and then they cut it, like as he's rising up, you just get chills. But
yeah.
I mean, yeah, there has to be sequel, there has to be prequels. And then I was talking to my nephew about Star Wars, and he'd seen some of them. I'm like, wait a minute, you should watch them from the beginning, not from A New Hope, from the beginning, and then maybe then you could tell me, And then he said something like, I actually think that the New Hope was probably he liked Return of the third one, Return of the Jedi. That was his favorite. Yeah, that was his favorite one.
Oh, good.
Which Kevin Pike did a lot of the what do you call it, special effects on that. Yeah, Kevin Pike.
He was the guy.
Winner got a copy of Great White, and runner up got 2 copies. I love it. Message George Lucas, please don't direct Star Wars films.
I'm convinced. And I met Ron Howard years ago. If I ever meet him again, I'm going to ask him if he directed American Graffiti, because that was such a well-directed film, and Star Wars was, but the the prequels were horrible. It's like, have you ever been around a camera? Do you know how they work?
I love the interviewing. I'm sure you've seen this too. When they interview Carrie Fisher, and she said, you know, when I asked him a couple of questions like, okay, Leia's doing this now. What do you think, Leia? How do you want Leia to act? He goes, I don't know. Just do whatever you want to do. Like, that's the kind of director he was. He was kind of like, you know what? He has a very autonomous. If you like an autonomy director, somebody
Yes.
gives you your autonomy. That's one thing. But then again, it's like, then you get the directors that are yelling at people and screaming at them. And wait, who's probably considered like one of the, was it cool? The sad story that I actually found out that I didn't know, and you could probably know more of this. But when Shelley Duvall played the character in The Shining.
Oh, in The Shining, yeah, Wendy.
He's yelling at her in this footage of it, and you can see that's how he got her so disheveled.
Yeah, but he would have her
yelling at her, and she's
have her do dozens of really emotional takes.
And he got it from her, and I look back and I'm like, oh my God, poor Shelley Duvall. I mean, you can see in her face, like she's just like, I mean, I was getting so nervous, like as I could hear him in the background going, no, not that. And then she's just like, ooh, and I'm like, oh my God, poor Shelley Duvall. So
and
sad.
if I remember right, I don't think they told her that Nicholson was going to use an axe.
That's another
And
thing.
she didn't realize till that axe came through the door. That's why she was
like,
yeah.
Oh God, that's just. And then you see years later, you know, then they have to put up something about. It's unfortunate how celebrities just get taken down, shot down. Like you see her and she's suffering from mental illness, you know, and that's not a joke, you know. And she might not look good, but fuck off, people. You know,
it's like Shelley Duvall.
You know, it's like don't, you know. I don't get it. Harrison Ford, he has a good story where he told Lucas, says you can type the you read that one, Michael. Go ahead.
Oh, is this the quote I'm familiar with? Yep. You can type this shit, George, but you sure can't say it. That's right. That's right. That's a great quote.
Why don't you read some more comments, Mike? Because I've been reading them.
Okay, well, bring some up, and then we'll read some comments, and then we'll go. So bring up some comments for me here.
One actor said James Cameron is down. Okay, you read it. Go ahead.
Well, I said James Cameron is a hands-on director.
I'll be right back.
I have the bruises to prove it. That's true. Was it Susie Amos, Linda Hamilton? He married both of them. Susie Amos got that, Linda Hamilton got that Titanic money. Yeah, Shelley Duvall and Aaron Moran from Happy Days. Yeah, sometimes the glamorous life isn't as glamorous behind the screen.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I had my little doggy. He was singing. She was a great. Kelly said she was. I love
a great olive oil. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What did James Cameron said when I was gone? He's a
hands-on director. The actress said he was a hands-on director, and she has the bruises to prove it.
Oh,
But
Did I miss any comments up here? Don't ask me stuff like that. I don't want to tell you. I worry for my cousin. Oh, don't worry, Kelly. Don't worry. We'll talk about that afterwards. Rod, I want to make sure I didn't forget anybody that put a comment up here. What did he say? What did you kind of remind me of Ghostbusters? Which movie was that? Polter or not? I forget. My mind is off. If you're still here, William. I think we got everything covered. But we want to thank the Daily Jaws and Ross Williams and Dean Newman. And you can catch it on the dailyjaws.com. And then you can also go to that YouTube channel that they have and watch the full entire video of it. And the blog that was just recently put out is Everything Wrong with Jaws Monopoly and Words by Dean Williams. So we'd like to thank Jaws again. And I didn't put up the disclaimer at the beginning of this, so I hope that nothing happens. But anyways, so we want to let everybody know, Michael, that
that's great. I love that.
Quint never had a first name. He never mentions it in the book. And are you willing to stand by that?
I am willing. I will stand by that.
I love it. I love seeing those posts. Can't help but giggle because there's always those funny ones that say Bartholomew Victor Quint, Rick James Quint.
I've seen Bartholomew. I've seen Peter. I've seen Sam. But I mean, seriously thought of. But Sorry.
Victor.
No name.
Victor Victoria. That was a great movie. I love that movie.
I love that movie. I saw Julie Andrews do that on live on Broadway.
You did?
She was so good. I love that movie.
What the hell? You always see. Didn't you see Cheetah Rivera do? Didn't you see Cheetah Rivera?
Saw Cheetah.
Unbelievable. And you seen Anne? You seen Anne too?
Anne Reinking and BB Newworth and
BB Newworth. She actually was
Betty
really
Buckley.
good.
Betty
Oh,
Buckley and
wow.
Sunset Boulevard. Oh, so
Shut up.
good.
Oh my God.
So good.
ADD choices. I love it. Thank you, Nate.
Thank you, Nate.
I'll die on that hill with you, Mike, says Mary. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Antonio, thank you, Antonio. Have a good night. Donna, Kelly, thanks. I love it. As always, Victor, you are awesome. Donna, you're the queen. Who else are forgetting here? There's a few people that came on. I didn't see their names. I hope I'm not forgetting you.
Matt was here. I can't remember was it Tiv? Was that their name? I forgot their name already. We had a new guest.
And James Scott, of course. James Scott. Connor with the thanks for that piece of information about Sean Connery and all that. That's amazing. William, thank you for that funny clip that we showed of your TikTok. We loved it. As always, we had a great time. Thanks everyone for joining us. You gotta love it. You guys are so funny.
Don't forget Daily Jaws. Daily Jaws. Pay him a visit.
Pay him a visit. Jaws. And have a great night. We go off with music, but I'm so afraid that it's going to cut us off. So we can just go, damn it.
Next week, we are scheduled to have the producer of the upcoming Jaws 2 documentary. So it'll be special guest night. So we will talk to you then. Fins up, everybody.
Fins up. Thank you, guys.
Who needs an orchestra? We don't need an orchestra.
Have a good night. I want my cup back.
You'll get it. You'll get it. Right across the side of the head.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Have a good day.